Hello, I'm Ulrich. I'm a Lenormand card reader, and the next sign we're gonna do is the sign of Libra for the month of July 2021. So as you can see here, the first card here on the left side is the book. The book is study, it's a secret, things that are not yet revealed. And the last card we see here, so this is the beginning, and this is how the month is supposed to evolve. This is the snake. The snake is waiting it out. Be patient, checking what is happening around you, looking around you, a strong focus, knowing where you're going. So we're going to start from the left to the right with the upper row. So I'm thinking here, this is the book, this is the fish, and this is the crossroad. There are several possibilities here, but what I'm thinking here is that you have been involved in a study, and this study, it has cost some money. You have followed some education, you invested money in that, and now you're at the point, you see the crossroads that you need to make choices. Choices are not easy, especially for Libra. It's not easy sometimes to take a decision. There could be like doubt. If you're placed in front of choices, sometimes it needs a time of reflection. Then here, the second row, we see the stars, the coffin, and the ship. The coffin is a psychological card. We need to let things a little bit in the box. We need to let things, think about things, reflect about things. It's a period of transformation. It's like a period of calmness, of rest, of reflection. Like it seems that nothing is moving, but actually a lot is happening. But it's not necessarily that we see it actually moving. These two cards are dark cards. The stars, you can only see the stars at night. So these are two cards, but this card is a very positive card. So I'm thinking here, if you take this period of transformation quietly and in a restful way, it will have a very positive transformation. The stars are yes. So if you are for some changes, or you're planning some changes and you let it the time, it will evolve eventually to the ship. The ship is traveling, not necessarily traveling, but it can also mean that there's a longing for change, traveling. It can also be involved with money. So if you're involved in some education or some study here in the upper with money, this might be what it is about. This could also mean importing or exporting of goods. So maybe you're thinking about it, and maybe the whole thing is related or will be related in the near future. Some changes are coming up. Then here in the last line, we see the bear. The bear is the manager. He's a responsible figure. He's a person in authority. He's a teacher. Maybe it was the teacher who was involved. Maybe it's your boss. It might be also your own responsibility. But I'm thinking here, if I see the last line, might be a person that is in charge of you. And I think here you see the sit. The sit is endings and new beginnings. So I'm thinking with this person here who is responsible for you, you want to make an end. Maybe the pressure that you have now on the job, or the pressure that is around you, you want to limit this pressure, or you want to actually cut it. You want to end it. This person might have a lot of authority over you, and you're fed up with it because you balanced it a lot already. And it's like it's over the limits. Here then you see the snake. The snake is a strong focus also on what you want, on our goals. It can be very, very strong focused on our goals, on our targets. So I'm thinking here, maybe after this ending, you will focus on yourself. You just need to be careful here because the snake is always turning around. You need to see if you cut off the person that is in charge of you, that this person cannot come in some way, become your competitor. Be careful, maybe it's unavoidable, but also you need to consider that is a possibility. You need to play it smart. And if this person becomes a competitor, you need to see that you have played the game smart, that nothing can come back to you from the past. Now we're going to do the cards in vertical, and then we make the combinations. Here you see the book, you see the stars and the bear. I think this is then related to the study itself. I think this relates on you yourself. This is the book, this is the actual study, the knowledge that you have gathered through the years, or to the study that you've been following. And this study is gonna bring you a yes. It's gonna bring you a moving on. It might bring you self-management. I think this might be you in this context, and it will bring you a form of self-management because you have this knowledge, because you have undergoing this transformation. You are now in a certain position, or you will become in a certain position soon for taking the next step. Here you see also the number of the card is 7. So this relates to July. I just wanted to mention you this because sometimes it literally can represent the months. Cards sometimes can literally mean what they show. So here we go to the next line. Here, I think maybe the work, because the fish is money, and the coffin is the box. So it could literally mean that you've done a study involving money. Maybe there's a control, there's a certain containance here, a control of money. I think also maybe if it's related to this job here, there's a lot of pressure on you. And here we see the fish. This is multiplying, and it's like this is pressure, because the coffin is closed. So I'm thinking people put pressure on you, and you want to cut with this pressure. You're over the balance, you know it's gone too far, and you want to cut off literally the pressure. This could also mean if you had a sideline job, in some cases also, and the money was not all official, let's say you're partly paid official, partly paid unofficial, it could mean that it ends, or maybe a part is paid in the future in not officially. It's something like that. This can be unofficial money. The money is literally coming out of the dark. Then the last line, you see here the crossroads, the ship, and the snake. The crossroads, this is a decision. Some Libras don't like decision, I'm aware of that, but here you will be placed in front of decisions. You will maybe take the decision more easy because of the pressure. Then here we see the ship. The ship is involved, I told you already, in importing, exporting money, an adventure. Maybe after you gathered all this knowledge here, you're ready for an adventure. It could literally mean that you have a job offer in abroad, but I think in this context, it's more like the change of job is already an adventure for you in itself. And then here we have the snake. The snake reminds you that you need to be smart. You need to be smart, as I said, that it don't come back to you here, what was in the past. So you need to focus on the whole change. You need to see that everything is in order. Also, if you arrive to this new job, you will need to see that you play it smart, that nothing can come back to you. Look around you when you arrive, and you need to wait for your decision till you actually feel, because the snake is also feeling, that it's the right moment to take the step. You cannot wait forever. You will need to make the decision, but if you feel in your gut, this is the time you need to make the decision. Then we need to go on the cross now. We have the book, the coffin, and the snake. I think this is the knowledge that you have gathered. So everything, all your knowledge, all your knowing is in the box now. And here now is you want to bring it out. You want to focus on yourself. You want to focus on the new job. You want to focus on the new adventure for you that is proposed. That is what this here is. Then here we see the crossroads, the coffin, and the bear. I think this points to self-management. I think if you make this whole decision, there will come a lot of self-management. Maybe you're planning for a long time for starting your own business, for taking your own steps, and the decision has been difficult. But now the pressure is so high that it's almost impossible for not to take the next step. And I think if you make these transitions, because this is a transitions, in the right, quiet, and smart way, this will be a very good transition. You just need to see you play it all smart. Sometimes also this combination can mean some professions are art. Even an accountant can be an artist. It means he knows it's a structural profession and it's obeying the law, but some people are creative with the law. So I think here you might have a lot of knowledge and you want to turn your profession into a creativity. And here then, this is actually the creativity that comes out. You put your feeling in your creativity here. This could mean an art form, like your profession becomes literally an art form. So I think that's it for the month of July, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to add any comments or points of view you have. Feel free to share the comments. And if you like to describe, please do so. Thank you for watching and see you next time.